Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for the presence. My name is Mariana. I am a psychologist and advisor at OK Students Brazil. Today, we'll have the webinar that will be presented by Simone Ricci. She is the Higher Education Project Manager at British Council Brazil, and she will talk about living and studying in the UK. Please leave your questions in the chat to be answered at the end of the presentation, right? Good webinar to all, and welcome, Simone.
Thank you very much, Mariana. Muito obrigada, Mari. Muito obrigada, Valéria, pelo convite. É um prazer, novamente, estar aqui com a OK Student, consultoria da área de educação, que está fazendo um trabalho maravilhoso aqui no Brasil. Espero que todos que estejam assistindo esse webinar possam estar acompanhando as newsletters, tudo o que está saindo sobre a OK Student. Tenho certeza que é uma grande oportunidade para todos estudarem no Reino Unido. Eu vou fazer hoje a apresentação Living and Studying in the UK in English. Assim, todo mundo já fica in the mood of the UK. Mas as perguntas, vocês podem, por favor, fazer em português, se sintam confortáveis também em fazer em inglês, não tem problema nenhum, ok? E, como eu disse, muito obrigada, OK Student. So, here it goes. Welcome to the UK. So what is the UK? As you probably know, UK is called the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. We are formed by 4 different countries. Which are these countries? England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. It's one of the oldest democracies in the world, but at the same time, it's modern, it's forward-looking country. It's a multicultural society, it's very open and inclusive, it's safe and secure. What else I have to say to you this afternoon about the UK? In terms of its population, you know that UK is an island. So you have this number there of almost 67 million people. And the largest population is based in England. If you decide to study to the UK, be sure that it's going to be a place, a country, where you're going to feel most welcome. As you probably know, the UK is a very tolerant country. It respects all ways of life. It's against any discrimination. It has a deep commitment to support students' religious and cultural needs on campus. This is a very nice number. 20% of academic staff in the UK are from overseas. So you can see that it's a very globalized place to live. And it can connect people from all over the world. So this is the beauty of the UK. In terms of its cultural experience, as you are most aware, it's the home of Harry Potter, it's the home of Beatles, Rolling Stones, or more recently, One Direction, Ed Sheeran. In the UK, you can enjoy some of the most important festivals in the world, like the Glastonbury Festival, or if you prefer some opera, why not the Royal Opera House? Everywhere in the UK, you are going to find something that you are going to enjoy and heart sink. Not to mention football, as probably you know that UK invented football. And then Charles Miller brought it to Brazil, Pacaembu. But it's also invented tennis, rugby, golf, cricket, and many more. In the UK, you cannot miss to watch the Premier League. You're going to support Liverpool. You're going to support Manchester. Try to enjoy the most of the UK. Now, specifically about living in the UK. So let's imagine that you had a very good consultation with OK Student and you are ready to go and study in one of the most important places in the world, choosing a very nice university where you're going to stay. I think this slide is one of the most important ones for this afternoon. We can say that the UK is very good for money. Even comparing with our competitors like the USA and Australia, you are going to find this there. So in terms of what you are expect to pay if you decide to live there. So you have some number there, some costs involved, fixed costs that we call. From 800 to 1,300 pounds a month, you are going to cover your rent, your food, and some other living costs. From a 10-month, you are going to have a mobile phone. Around, let's put £3 here, a cup of coffee in one of the high street cafes. And between 20 and 40 pounds a month, you are going to have access to a gym membership to exercise. Certainly, the costs are going to different depending on where you're going to live in the UK. Certainly, London is one of the major cities and it's quite expensive, as any big city. And what is nice about the UK? Travel is simple, is affordable. You are in Europe. You can visit any part of the UK very easy from the UK. UK is very, very well connected to the wider world. More than 40 airports with daily international flights to all continents. So being the UK, be sure that you're going to be very easily linked to Europe and to other continents as it's written here. Daily rail and sea connections to mainland Europe. UK has an excellent road and rail infrastructure. The trains are famous in the UK. And you have to say that a first-class public transport system. In the UK, few people have cars. They use tube, as you say, metros, they use public transport, because they can trust public transport. You are going to see there, if it says that the bus is going to stop at 10:01, the bus stops at 10:01 for you to go to any place, at least in London. In terms of what you expect to pay in terms of travel, it will be around £132 for a monthly domestic travel pass. This travel pass you can use in bus, train, and underground network. So for all buses, all trains, all underground networks, you can have access to these travel cards that we call travel pass. And through the use of these travel cards, you can have access to all these transport networks. And what is even better? Let's all hope that with the end of the pandemic, with the end of the coronavirus, with the end of COVID-19, we are going to be able to travel again. And if this happens, and I'm sure this will happen very, very, very soon, you can find tickets little as £10 if you book well in advance to travel in different European destinations. After leaving the UK, you are going to be studying in the UK. And what do I have to tell you this afternoon? Probably you have already heard that UK is an amazing place to study. As we said at the beginning of the presentation, it's a very welcoming and inclusive way of life. It has a very rich, very, very rich and historical culture. You know the castles, you know all the history there that's going to be very, very close to you. It has exceptional academic standards. You know that UK offers one of the best high-quality education in the world. 2 of the world's top 3 universities are based in the UK. A further 26 of our universities and colleges are among the world's 200 best institutions for learning, according, for instance, with the Times Higher Education ranking. We can say without fear that it's one of the most trusted and popular study destinations in the entire world. This is a number from 2019, where we had almost 500,000 undergraduate students and postgraduate students that decided to study in the UK. It's a very good number, and it reflects the importance of the UK, the importance of the quality of the education that UK can offer. So as we said, it's very good value for money. And if you are interested in studying the UK, you have to trust organizations and be prepared to work with consultancy companies like OK Student. What else can we tell about studying the UK? Jobs. Difficult these days, especially for young people and all this crisis that the world is currently living. But if you have a certificate, if you have a degree from one of the best universities around the world, you are going to certainly have better chance to find a good job. Doesn't matter if it's going to be in the UK, doesn't matter if it's going to be in Europe or back in your home country, Brazil. The chances for you to find a good job, they are enormous. Again, top of the 3 universities are there. Further 26, according to Times Higher, are there. UK graduates are among the most employable in the entire world, and you can trust this information. 90% of international students are very satisfied with their UK education experience and say they have progressed more quickly in their career and earning more than peers educated elsewhere. I think it's a very, very important fact when you hear that 90%, almost 100%, 90% of all international students are very satisfied with their UK education. They are very satisfied with their investment in the UK education. And they have more chances to find a better job and progress quickly in their career when they're compared to students that decided to study in other countries. I'm not sure if you're aware, but this is something new that started last year, but I think it's one of the most important things that the UK government decided to do in terms of how they could better help and support international students going to the UK. So this program is called Graduate Route. Graduate Route. This is a very important name, Graduate Route. So what does it mean? What is Graduate Route? Graduate Route is when the UK decides to allow you to stay in the UK for up to 2 years after you finish your undergraduate or master's degree, with the opportunity to work. This is excellent news. So you're going to study, you are going to do your undergraduate course, you are going to do your master degree in the UK, and you have the opportunity to stay in the UK for up to 2 years after you finish your courses. And you are going to be able to study and work after you conclude your undergraduate or master degree. And for the PhD students, you'll be able to stay for 3 years. And who can apply for that? This graduate route process is open to all international students graduating from the summer of 2021 onwards. Successful applicants will be able to stay and work or look for work in the UK for a maximum period of 2 years. As I said, students who complete their PhD will be able to stay for 3 years. Having this, you are going to be able to change your Tier 4 visa to a skilled work visa if you find a suitable job. To have access to this program, to this graduate route, you must complete a degree at undergraduate level or above at a UK university, at a UK higher education institution, provide with a track record of compliance. So this university should be part of the program, and then after finishing that, you can stay for more 2 years in the UK and work. And I'm sure that you're going to be able to find a very, very good job in the UK, and you are going to enjoy the best of the UK, and you're going to enjoy this experience in terms of, let's put this way, 306 experience, from study to work and stay for 2 years. What else can we tell you about the UK education? It has one of the strongest links with industry. UK is very famous when you say that it has very strong links between academia and industry. And because it does, it talks to the industry. And this makes you more feasible to find good opportunities and jobs there. So the UK is a world leader in technological innovation. Innovation is everywhere in the UK. Many multinational companies are headquartered there. I put a few to illustrate it. GlaxoSmithKline in the healthcare sector, Vodafone in the telecom sector, Unilever, that everybody knows as Unilever, BP, British Petroleum, Shell, Tesco, supermarket. And our universities and institutions, they maintain, as I said, very strong links with many other industries, apart from these ones in terms of healthcare, telecom, oil and gas, consumer goods. And the students, they certainly benefit from this because you can have access and maybe find a very work placement while you study. So have this in mind. Strong links with the industry and many very important multinational companies are headquartered in the UK. The best in science, research, and innovation. UK is one of the world's trusted and most innovative countries. And I have to say here the example of the vaccine, Oxford AstraZeneca, that was one of the first countries to produce the vaccine. That's going to save our lives. It's forefront of science, culture, finance, politics, and many more. The birthplace of many world-changing events, from the Revolução Industrial to the invention of a World Wide Web. It's a small country. It's an island. You saw the size of the country. You saw the population of this country, but it has an enormous global influence. Ranked as #1 for the impact of its scientific research. And again, the example of the coronavirus vaccine. Home to the Russell Group universities. Russell Group has the top universities as part of this. In UK, these universities are found there. Now, let me talk a little bit about your study options. So I have already introduced you to the UK. I have already told you about living in the UK. I have already told you about study in the UK, what you're going to gain, the value for money of studying in the UK. And now I'm going to tell you about some study options, okay? Over 400 universities and higher education institutions to choose from. You can find a university in a very busy city, or if you prefer, you can go to the countryside. Or if you prefer the coastal towns, you are going to find a university there. You can choose from universities, higher education college, specialist institutions, as I put there, world famous arts schools and award-winning conservatories. UK is very famous to have these conservatories in arts and music, for instance. And if you decide to go your undergraduate course in the UK, you cannot imagine how diverse the subjects that a UK university can offer. If you decide to study arts, you're going to find. If you decide to study music, you're going to find. If you're going to start with theater, you're going to find. If you're going to start a specific part of the math, you're going to find. A specific campus on engineering, you're going to find. So it's very, very diverse. And as we are saying, you are going to receive a very prestigious education, which is going to be built on the most solid of historical foundations. In terms of the undergraduate courses, you can have an undergraduate degrees where you're going to study full-time, an undergraduate degree where you're going to study part-time, and you also have the short courses, like the foundation degree, diploma of higher education diploma, and certificate of higher education. So we have this different kinds of undergraduate, and I'm sure that OK student is going to help you to find the best course for you. So if you decide to do a postgraduate course in the UK, again, one of the best. They are much shorter than the ones offered by the United States of America and Australia. You can just take 1 year to complete, 1 year. Again, excellent value for money. And as soon as you finish your postgraduate course, you can start working. It is what we are saying, that you are going to be in the real world very soon. And what's the types of the postgraduate course that UK can offer? Masters, MBAs, PhDs, postgraduate diplomas and qualifications, which are shorter than masters, and professional and vocational qualifications, that we say in Portuguese, ensino profissionalizante. And where are you going to find these courses? You are going to look for these courses at UCAS. I'm sure that if you love the UK as I do, and if you are familiar with the UK education system, you have read about the Universities and Colleges Admission Service. This is what UCAS means, Universities and Colleges Admission Service. So it's at UCAS that you're going to find the best course for you. If it's going to be a postgraduate course, if it's going to be a graduate course, or if you decide to do a foundation course, or if you decide to do a professionalization and vocational course. And how are you going to apply? Como que eu vou estudar no UK? Again, you are going to register yourself at UCAS. You are going to enter www.ucas.com. And you are going to apply to 5 courses. UCAS will then contact you with any offers from your chosen universities or colleges. Up to 5 courses. Here, I put some dates that you have to follow if you decide to apply through UCAS and check for the best university for you. October, it's usually the deadline for applications for University of Oxford and Cambridge, and most of the vet courses, dentistry courses, areas of health, as it's written there. January 15th, most undergraduate courses would have this deadline to apply. March, some of art and design courses. End of June, by 30th June, late deadline for most undergraduate courses. Applications after this deadline go into what we call a clearing system. So there is no guarantee that your first choice of course is going to be chosen, but still there is a possibility if you apply by June. And again, for more information, you can check the Study UK website. If you're going to apply for a postgraduate course, you can apply directly to your university. And so you have to enter UCAS, apply, check the universities, and then apply directly in the site of the UK university that you decided to choose. And what they're going to ask you: English language tests, your qualifications, your academic and professional references, personal statement. People say, oh my God, how am I going to write a personal statement? There are lots of templates available online, especially at UCAS website, where you're going to find ways to help you to write your personal statement. And on the personal statement to the university, you should write about your skills, your hobbies, your interests, and mainly why you have chosen to take that specific course. So just to make clear, if you decide to go to a postgraduate course, you have to enter the university's website and apply. And they are going to ask you for English tests. They are going to ask about your qualifications. They are going to ask professional and academic references, and most importantly, your personal statement. And as for the deadlines of the postgraduate courses, you have to check the deadlines with the university that you decided to choose. This is the best possible way for you to be on the safe side and for you not to miss any deadline. You should check the deadline in the website of the UK university that you decide to choose. And there is I think about the visa. You have to apply for a visa, and you have to give yourself time to apply, especially these days with the pandemic, with COVID. You have to allow you time to apply for a visa. I put there a website where you can check all information about visa to the UK. Okay? Moving a little bit more this afternoon during this very important webinar. Applying for a visa. It would cost around you 348, almost 350 pounds to apply for a visa. This will enable you to stay in the UK for up to 2 years after you have completed your studies. This will allow you to switch into skilled work once you have completed your studies and found a suitable job. This is related to the route, to the graduation route that I showed you. So you can stay in the UK for more 2 years, and then your visa is going to be switched into a skilled work visa for you to stay there in the best possible way. And usually you are going to apply for a general visa. And what is a general visa? A general visa is what we call Tier 4 student visa. More information again, specific about the Tier 4 at this website, www.gov.uk, Tier 4 General Visa, okay? But count on OK Student Support. They know how best to help you again in terms of visa. Tier 4, so is the general one, as I said. And at the website, you are going to check the type of visa, where you can study in the UK, when you should apply, taking an English language test, in the case of you're going to bring your family with you, in the case when you need to renew a visa application. So visa is very, very important. So you should allow your time to understand the best visa for you, what's the kind of visa that you're going to apply, if you're going to be there with your family. So all these, they should have been looked in details. and with care, okay? Muito cuidado. I mentioned that you need to prove that you have a very good English level. So speaking English to go to the UK and to do an undergraduate or a postgraduate or any other course that I show you this afternoon, you need to speak English to make the best of it. And what does it mean? This means that you need to have a test. You need to test yourself. And then you have Ielts. Ielts, what does it mean, Ielts? It's the International English Language Testing System. This is the meaning of Ielts. And it's how it's going to measure your proficiency in English. So, all UK universities accept Ielts. International students, they usually require to get a 6.5 or above, like top UK universities would require you a score of 7.5. But the majority of UK universities would ask you to gain a score of 6.5 in Ielts for you to be able to study in the UK. Again, to find more about Ielts, I would ask you to visit this website, www.ielts.org. There, you are going to find what are the testing that are open these days because of the COVID. Not all centers of applications of Ielts are open these days. So you need to check on the website what are the centers that are offering Ielts and are open for you to take the test. And what are the other tests that the UK universities also accept? They accept Duolingo, they accept TOEFL, they accept Pearson. So you have other options to take. It's not only Ielts that is currently these days accepted in the UK. Again, I think is the second most important slide that I'm going to show you this afternoon. Fees. Fees are extremely important. So you're going to be prepared to invest around 10,000 to 26,000 per year for an undergraduate course. This is the tuition fee that we call tuition fees. For medical degrees, if you're going to be a doctor, it's going to be around 58,600 pounds per year, almost 6,000 pounds per year. Postgraduate courses, they are shorter and cheaper, like 1 year of a master. They can be quite cheaper comparing to an undergraduate course. And again, the postgraduate courses, they would vary from 15,000 pounds to 30,000 pounds. And this is for a year. And this is why we say that's very good value for money, especially when you compare with the graduation in the US and Australia. And you're now living and studying in the UK. Can I work? Can I work while there? Yes, you can work. You can work 20 hours during your third time. For this, you need to check what the university says as well, because some universities, they say that you can only work on their campus. So you need to check that and check your visa and your paperwork. But yes, you can work 20 hours depending on the university, depending on the course, and if you're over 16 for sure, and you have the right visa. Now let's go to the nicest places. I don't know if you like food and shopping, but I love it. So all kinds of international food and cuisines are found in the UK. So we are going to very, very nice restaurants, takeaways, food halls, supermarkets, all kinds of food. And bars, pubs, restaurants, everything that you know and are famous in the UK. We just need to pray that this pandemic, this COVID stops for us to have our lives back. And talking about COVID, I think you saw, most of you that is listening to this webinar this afternoon saw that the UK is now asking for 3 tests, 3 COVID tests for the UK people. So people who live in the UK, the residents in the UK or from Northern Ireland, they have to do a quarantine of at least 10 days. They are going to have special hotels for this quarantine time. And they will need to do 2 tests during these 10 days of quarantine from Monday, the 15th February. They will need to do a test on the 2nd day when they arrive in the UK. And do you need to do another test on the 8th day while in the UK? As we know, because of this new coronavirus that we have in Manaus, looks like that's the same in South Africa. So UK is trying to do everything that they can in order not to get this spread in their country. So these times, no flights to the UK, but we hope that the situation is going to change soon. And because of that, and until past month, UK were trying to offer blended courses, face-to-face, online courses, but now most of the universities are offering online courses. And they are taking all the possible care to guarantee the student well-being. So there is a program of mental health to support students. The UK government is trying to provide all kinds of guidance on healthcare. But again, this is changing on a daily basis. What I'm telling you now on the 10th of February, Wednesday, can be completely different tomorrow. So that they would love to start face-to-face, having students on the campus from September. Things changed completely. You saw that there is a new lockdown in place in the UK. So we cannot say anything right now. Things can change every day. So if you decide to apply for a course in the UK, I think it's time, as OK student put in their newsletter that I received today, you have to plan yourself, you have to organize yourself, you have to take this time to choose the best university that you are planning to study, and take time to understand all the possibilities, take time to organize yourself financially speaking, take time to organize your visa, your documents. I think it's time for preparation now for you to be able to be there in September 2021. As I said, well-being is top priority in the UK. Being in the UK, you're going to have access to the health system in the UK that's called NHS, National Health Service, NHS system. And you're going to be able to access the NHS system. You are going to be able to see a doctor to check any physical or mental health that you have. If you have an accident or if there is an emergency, you're going to be able to have access to the health system in the UK. And again, because of the pandemic, you can say that it's working quite well. So at the NHS, you're going to have eye tests, eye care, dental care, vaccinations. Some are free. COVID is free, thanks God. And you're going to be able to get a doctor's note, as we say, a sick certificate, licença médica. All you can find at www.nhs.uk. It's a safe and a welcoming country. So again, you're going to feel safe there. Staff at the university is going to be helping you. and you are going to feel welcome in the UK. And again, it's the home of English. You are going to find the best possible and the best on you and the best of yourself. Thank you ever so much for listening me. I'm going now to pass to a presentation before the questions, pardon me, about some bolsas de estudos para meninas na área de STEM, na área de ciências. Bom, gente, essas bolsas, elas vão começar, né? Vocês precisam, as meninas, as mulheres, precisam aplicar aí de setembro, agora até março, mas o ano vai ser de setembro de 2021 a outubro, né, 2022, quando começa de novo o outro intake, né, de setembro. E é uma bolsa que está aberta, então, né, a chamada, que vai beneficiar mulheres das Américas, da Ásia, e ela é para, então, mulheres que tenham esse background na área de STEM, né, que é a área de ciências, tecnologia, matemática, né, engenharia, enfim, essas áreas de exatas, né, que a gente chama em português, né, traduzindo ao pé da letra. E de novo, né, você vai ter a oportunidade de estudar, né, por um ano, você vai ter as melhores universidades para você aplicar, você vai ter suporte com inglês, você vai ter suporte para as mães cientistas que decidam estudar no Reino Unido, vai ter suporte para isso também. Então, falei para a Valéria, né, do K-Students, que seria uma boa oportunidade para apresentar para vocês essa tarde também. E as informações estão no site aí abaixo. E as áreas que a gente está pensando, né, que esse programa de bolsas foi desenhado, é a área da indústria 4.0, é a área de meio ambiente, é a área de climate change, é a área de energia, a área de agricultura e ciências, né, no geral. A gente está vendo a importância, né, da ciência, da saúde, né, da área médica. Então, são áreas prioritárias, né, para quem for aplicar para essa bolsa. O que vai estar incluído? Vai estar incluído aquela tuition fee da outra apresentação que eu falei, que pode variar, né, bastante, né, até no pós-graduação até 30 mil libras, de 15 a 30 mil libras. Mas você vai ter acompanhamento para suas crianças, você vai ter o exame de Ielts free, porque, claro, existe um custo, né, esse exame. Você vai poder ter o Visa, o NHS à parte, enfim, mas tudo isso daqui vai estar incluído na bolsa, né? Até o inglês, para você atingir aquele nível que é requerido para a universidade, para você estudar. Quem tem dupla cidadania não é permitido, você tem que demonstrar que você tem um degree, né? Um diploma universitário, né? Você tem que demonstrar que você faz jus à bolsa, né? Que você precisa desse suporte financeiro, né? Que você se encaixa, né? No perfil. E você, como a gente colocou, se apaixonado, né? Pelo British Council, para ser um alumni, que a gente chama, né? Do British Council. Aí tem os países da América listados, né, do Southeast Asia, que vão poder, então, aplicar para essa bolsa. E seria bom você demonstrar aí, como no quinto bullet point, né, que você tem experiência já na área, né, e trabalha com consciência, com aquelas áreas que eu mencionei no slide anterior. A gente vai ter 46 bolsas para toda a América, né? Então, para todos os países, Argentina, Brasil, Colômbia, Cuba, Jamaica, México, Peru e Venezuela, a gente vai estar dividindo com eles aí essas 46 bolsas. Eu espero muito que a maioria seja alcançada por mulheres brasileiras. E eu espero que vocês também consigam divulgar essas bolsas ou mesmo participarem, né? Porque realmente é um programa incrível, especialmente nesses tempos, né? Que a gente sabe quão difícil é você conseguir verba, né, para estudar, para investir em ciência e tudo mais. E as bolsas vão estar abertas para aplicar até meados de março. Então, spread the word, contem aí para todo mundo e vamos divulgar, vamos ter aí a maioria das brasileiras aí participando e ganhando, né, essas bolsas. Bom, são quase 10 para as 4, eu termino minha apresentação aqui. A Mari acho que vai colocar um slide agora. E I'm open to questions. Doesn't matter if in English, in Portuguese. Again, I love UK, I love British Council. It's a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. E eu estou à disposição aí para tirar qualquer dúvida. E se eu não souber, eu pergunto para os universitários, pego os contatos e respondo depois. Mari, quer colocar o slide com os contatos também?
Sim, eu vou colocar, já que você falou em português, então eu vou finalizar agora em português também, tá bom? Muito
Perfeito.
Obrigada pela apresentação, foi muito interessante, muito informativa, abrangeu muitos assuntos, tenho certeza que quem assistiu vai saber muito mais sobre estudar no Reino Unido. Obrigada pelas informações das bolsas, que foram muito úteis, com certeza tem gente que vai aproveitar. Tá? Antes de abrir para as perguntas, eu só gostaria de avisar todo mundo que vocês podem entrar no nosso site, eu vou colocar aqui o nosso contato. Tem um link de estudo preliminar, tá? Que vocês vão poder receber a informação das suas chances de entrar em uma universidade britânica, tá? E nós também oferecemos consultoria acadêmica personalizada para encontrar o melhor curso em universidade, não precisa ser somente no UCAS, né? Esse é o nosso trabalho. E também nós fazemos as aplicações diretamente com as universidades. Nós temos canal direto com muitas delas e nós ajudamos também com a consultoria e a orientação do personal statement. Então, tem uma orientação muito personalizada, a gente olha, a gente faz a revisão, dá uma olhada no conteúdo e ajuda que essa carta chegue aí a melhor qualidade, né, para ser aceito em uma universidade, tá bom? Acho
Perfeito, e só complementando essa parte do personal statement, como eu falei, ela é muito importante. Então, assim, se você realmente está interessado em estudar no Reino Unido, se você tem esse interesse, a gente está passando por toda essa situação, então, assim, take your time, aproveite, faça uso da expertise do OK Student, porque eles são muito preparados para ajudá-los da melhor maneira possível a escolher o seu curso, a ver o seu momento de vida, né, entender o seu propósito e realmente auxiliá-los aí na conquista, né, gente? Porque a gente sabe que isso é um investimento, que realmente, assim, tudo precisa ser feito com muito cuidado, com muito carinho, com muita responsabilidade. Eu acho que é somente trabalhando com instituições realmente de renome e que tenham esse expertise que vocês vão conseguir sucesso e vão fazer isso da forma mais fluida e agradável possível. Essa é a minha mensagem final aí.
Bom, se alguém tiver alguma pergunta, fique à vontade agora para fazer essas perguntas. Você consegue olhar o chat também, né, Simone?
Deixa eu ver aqui, espera só um pouquinho.
Alguém que tenha um interesse real de estudar no Reino Unido e que esteja com alguma preocupação, que queira entender um pouquinho mais sobre os documentos, né, sobre o processo de candidatura.
Mas é bom, né, tirar essas dúvidas, né, Mari? Porque, assim, às vezes o pessoal não sabe, né, nem onde procurar, né? E, assim, são tantas as informações na internet que o pessoal fica meio perdido, né? Falar, vou por esse caminho, vou por o outro, né? Sim. Tem uma pergunta aqui, tem algum pagamento a ser feito no UCAS para se candidatar? Tem sim, existem as taxas, e aí eu peço a gentileza, porque isso varia muito, de que acesse o www.ucas.com do org do UK, que eu falei, porque existem as taxas, sim, e são aqueles 5 cursos, mas tem uma taxinha que precisa ser paga. Tem o Clotilde Guedes falando, eu tenho doutorado, tenho interesse em fazer um pós-doutorado. Isso mesmo, continue estudando, um lifelong learning aí que eu adoro. Mas, assim, o que você gostaria de saber? Assim, eu super apoio, né? Faça, assim, o seu pós-doutorado. De novo, né? Conte aí com o apoio do Study UK, do British Council, do UK Student, para poder, então, te assessorar, né? Da melhor maneira possível. Mas ela continuou, mas a maioria das instituições prefere um professor anfitrião. Aí eu recomendo, assim, que dependendo de que você está estudando, se você tem um professor que tem conexões com o Reino Unido, essa fica a minha dica, procurar esse professor que tem essa conexão com o Reino Unido para fazer a aproximação com a universidade que você tem interesse no UK. Eu acho que fica muito mais fácil de você conhecer um professor aqui que já tem esse link e, sim, fingers crossed, que seja uma universidade que você tá legal, que você quer fazer o seu pós-doc lá, nesse sentido. Porque existe, né? Muitas pedem essa exigência de um professor anfitrião, né? Tem outra pergunta. Ainda dá tempo de entrar em alguma atividade para mestrado com bolsa esse ano? Depende muito, teria que entrar no site de cada universidade para ver a quantidade de bolsa que eles oferecem, o prazo de aplicação que eles oferecem, mas como eles colocam o deadline de 30 de junho, acho que vale muito a pena, sim, entrar no site da universidade que você tem interesse para ver se ainda tem as bolsas disponíveis e se vale a pena aplicar para começar, então, em setembro de 2021. E se for uma cientista que está perguntando isso, aplique agora até março para você ganhar a bolsa. Em setembro de 2021, você está estudando no UK. Boa tarde, eu preciso ter o Ielts antes de me candidatar a um curso de pós-graduação? Muitas universidades, sim, e para pós também, eles pedem o Ielts. E, de novo, não só o Ielts, Duolingo, o teste da Pearson. Então, entra no site, procura o seu curso de pós-graduação, vê a exigência específica deles, porque tem alguns que também não pedem. Então, vai variar da sua universidade, de cada universidade, principalmente na pós-graduação. Eu pulei uma pergunta, como ter acesso a um professor? Realmente seria na universidade que você fez o seu doutorado e tentar fazer esse link de algum professor que esteja aqui no Brasil, que tenha conexão com o UK. Se não, se você não tem nada, nenhum professor daqui que tenha nenhum contato com o Reino Unido, eu aconselho você entrar em contato com a universidade do UK que você tem interesse e escrever para o departamento, falar, olha, você vai para o departamento de engenharia, você quer fazer um pós-doc em engenharia, eu gostaria de fazer um pós-doc em engenharia, eu sou do Brasil, eu sei que precisa de um professor anfitrião, tem algum professor que possa me ajudar nisso? Tem algum departamento dentro da Universidade Britânica que pode dar essa assessoria para um aluno de pós-doc? Eles sempre respondem. Pode demorar um pouquinho, mas eles respondem. Deixa eu só pegar aqui, continuando aqui, respondemos do Ielts, que tem que olhar o site da universidade e ver se está pedindo o Ielts ou se não está pedindo, porque varia. Achei interessante essa parte de pesquisa, foi pesquisadora pela FAPEAN. Conta. Olha, eu acredito que sim. Eu acho que você der uma olhadinha com calma no site e ver todos os requisitos, se você está dentro da área de STEM, se você trabalhou com isso, se você tem experiência nisso, que eles pedem muito essa parte de trabalho e experiência na área, né? Isso você tem que demonstrar quando você estiver pedindo a bolsa e que você realmente também não tem recurso, né? Como eu falei, para não tirar o lugar de outra pessoa, né? Tal, bacana. Então, aí se você souber demonstrar isso direitinho, eu acho que você tem grande chance aí da FAPEAN, aí da Amazonas, aí, obrigada, região norte, nos prestigiando, fiquei muito feliz, viu? Essas bolsas são para pessoas que já fez a universidade e que vai fazer, então, o master, que a gente chama, né? O master degree lá. Então, você precisa comprovar que você já tem a graduação aqui. Sim, então você tem que fazer ter o nível, né, universitário para você poder fazer um master. Se você não tem universidade aqui, você não tem diploma de universidade aqui, você não faz um master lá.
Bom, então, muito obrigada a todos. E aí estão nossos contatos. Simone, você quer deixar algum contato também? Fique à vontade.
Eu vou escrever aqui, eu coloquei no meu último slide, mas eu vou escrever aqui o meu e-mail. Vocês precisam de alguma coisa, informação específica, valor de IELTS, alguma informação a mais da bolsa, tem as minhas colegas do setor de Science que estão cuidando diretamente disso, eu encaminho. Alguma coisa que vocês esqueceram de perguntar agora, eu estou à disposição, como eu falei, essa parceria aí com o K-Student, desde que eles entraram no mercado brasileiro de longa data, é um primor o trabalho que eles estão fazendo, sou grande fã da organização, da empresa, gostaria de parabenizá-los mais uma vez por essas iniciativas, de fazerem esses talks, esses encontros, porque são muito úteis, sim, as pessoas realmente ficam perdidas na área de procurar informação, e assim, eu só tenho que agradecer a Mariana, a Valéria, né, aos colegas aí da OK Student, sempre me colocar à disposição aí para o que for preciso aí para vocês, para a gente, então, juntos, levarmos aí ao UK e atingirmos grandes pessoas, assim, realmente, que tenham essa paixão pelo UK como nós, tá bom? Muito obrigada, uma boa tarde, fiquem bem, fiquem com saúde, se cuidem, que acho que a grande, agora é isso para poder study in the UK, tá bom, gente? Um beijão.
Obrigada, Simone.
Tchau, tchau.
Tchau, tchau.